What if the next truck you choose could make you more money, save you hours on the road, and actually make driving enjoyable again? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. Not all semi-trucks are built the same, and picking the wrong one can cost you big time. So in this video, we've handpicked 5 standout rigs currently for sale that deliver on power, comfort, and real-world performance. Before we get into it, a quick disclaimer: we do not sell any of the trucks featured in this video. Availability can change fast, and some of these trucks may already be sold by the time you're watching. Always contact the seller directly to confirm current pricing and availability. Now, if you enjoy content like this, hit the follow or subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown. And drop a comment below, tell us which truck you'd choose. Welcome to Rig Rundown, where truck lovers come to find the best machines on the road without the guesswork. Let's get straight into it. 5 semi-trucks worth your attention right now. Now let's break down the lineup. At number 1, we have the Kenworth W900 LTA Sleeper, a long-nose legend powered by a Cummins engine, built for durability, comfort, and serious road presence. At number 2, the 2007 Peterbilt 379 Sleeper Truck, an extended hood, tri-axle machine with a manual transmission, designed for drivers who want control, strength, and classic styling. Coming in at number 3, another icon, the Peterbilt 379 TA Sleeper, this time equipped with a Caterpillar engine and a 15-speed manual, delivering raw power and performance for heavy-duty hauling. At number 4, we step into a more modern build, the 2016 Peterbilt 380 960-inch Sleeper. With a Cummins diesel engine, air ride suspension, and AC, this truck blends comfort with high-end performance. And finally, at number 5, the 2008 Kenworth W900 TA Sleeper, featuring the Caterpillar C15 Acert engine, known for its reliability and strong pulling power. This rig is a Kenworth W900L tandem axle sleeper with a Cummins engine. This is not just a truck, this is a statement on wheels. It has a long nose, a commanding presence, and it is built for drivers who take pride in what they drive. Let me walk you through the key features and condition. Under the hood, you have a Cummins engine that starts clean and runs strong across all operations. The cooling, fuel, and exhaust systems are all functioning as expected, which is exactly what you want in a working rig. Now let us be real about the condition. There is minor oil seepage, which is nothing unusual for a truck of this age. The belts and the fan show expected wear. The drivetrain and clutch are fully operational and responsive. Moving on to the chassis. The suspension and brakes are functional, but the brake pedal has a low catch and slight sticking. The tires show moderate wear across all positions. The body has damage on the left rear cab, and the paint shows some fading. Inside the cabin, the air conditioning blows cold and the heat works, which is a big win for comfort. The gauges are mostly functional, but some of them are missing. The seat frame is damaged. The radio does not work. The right side spotter mirror is missing. Now for a quick summary of the pros. The engine performance is strong and reliable. The truck has the classic W900L design, which means high resale appeal. The core systems, including the engine, drivetrain, and suspension, are all functional. As for the cons, there is interior wear such as seat damage and missing gauges. There are cosmetic issues like cab damage and fading paint. There are also minor mechanical quirks such as the brake feel and the oil seepage. This is what we call a value with upside truck. You are not paying top dollar, but you are also not getting a perfect unit. The imperfections here are visible and negotiable, which gives you leverage. Buyers who understand trucking know that cosmetic flaws often mean pricing flexibility. This truck is ideal for owner-operators who want a classic rig at a lower entry cost. It is also great for buyers who are willing to invest in minor fixes for long-term value. And it is perfect for anyone who values image and presence on the road. This next rig is a 2007 Peterbilt 379 Sleeper truck with an extended hood and a tri-axle setup. This is the truck that built a reputation and then kept it. The 379 is not just a workhorse, it is a benchmark. But the real question is, does this specific unit still live up to that legacy? Let me walk you through the features and the real condition. Let us start under the hood. The engine fires up clean and runs as expected. The starter, fuel system, exhaust, and cooling system are all operational. There is one key call-out. The truck has a turbo oil leak. This is important, and I will come back to it. The drivetrain performance is solid. The transmission engages properly. The clutch is operational. The truck moves forward and reverse without issues. Now let us move to the chassis. The suspension and braking systems are fully functional. The parking brake holds as expected. The tires show cupping on both front wheels, which can point to alignment or suspension wear. The tread depth averages around 5/32 of an inch. That means you are looking at mid-life tires. They are not new, but they are not done yet. As for the cosmetics, there are dings, dents, and visible wear across the body. The paint is fading and peeling in some areas. This is purely aesthetic, but it does affect perceived value. Inside the cabin, everything critical works. The gauges, warning lights, and steering controls all function. The air conditioning blows cold and the heat system is operational. This is huge for long hauls. The radio works, the mirrors and glass are intact. The seats show wear, but nothing is structurally compromised. The overall interior condition is average and usable with no major red flags. Now for a summary of the pros. The truck sits on the proven Peterbilt 379 platform, which is highly respected and easy to maintain. The engine and drivetrain are functionally sound. The cabin systems, including the air conditioning, gauges, and controls, are fully operational. The triaxle setup increases load flexibility. As for the cons, the turbo oil leak is the biggest mechanical concern. The tire cupping suggests potential alignment or suspension work may be needed. The cosmetic wear from the paint and dents reduces resale appeal. The midlife tires mean there is a near-term replacement cost on the horizon. This truck sits in a very strategic position. It is not a clean premium unit, and it is not a project truck either. It sits right in the middle market. Here is how smart buyers think about this. The turbo leak becomes a negotiation anchor. The cosmetic wear signals price softness, but the fact that the truck runs and drives well keeps it out of the bargain basement. This creates what is called a controlled discount window. You are likely getting a lower price without taking on catastrophic risk. This truck is best for owner-operators who want a reliable 379 without paying top-tier prices. It also suits buyers who are comfortable fixing targeted mechanical issues like the turbo leak, and it is great for operators who care more about performance and uptime than cosmetics. This truck is not ideal for first-time buyers who are looking for a turnkey, zero-work truck. It is also not the right fit for fleet operators who need uniform, clean assets. This is a truck with known flaws, but they are predictable ones, and in trucking, predictability is everything. Fix the turbo issue, address the tire wear, and you will have a machine that can still deliver serious value on the road. So the real question is this: would you take the discount and put in the work, or would you pay more for something cleaner? Let me know in the comments. This rig is a Peterbilt 379 tandem axle sleeper with a Caterpillar 3406 engine and a 15-speed manual transmission. This one is different. It is not a ready-to-roll truck. It is a decision. At just $14,100, you are either looking at a hidden gem or a money pit. So let us break it down properly. Let us start with the features and what you are actually getting. On paper, this truck is stacked. It has a Caterpillar 3406 engine, which is a 14.6-liter, pushing around 550 horsepower. It has a 15-speed Eaton Fuller manual, which is built for serious control and heavy loads. It has a tandem axle setup with a 50,000-pound gross vehicle weight rating. It also has air suspension and air brakes for stability under load. And it does not stop there. The truck includes cruise control, an engine brake, suspension dump, an air slide fifth wheel, an interaxle lock, air conditioning and heat, and an AM/FM radio. From a spec standpoint, this is a high-capability, long-haul, and heavy-duty platform. Now let us do a reality check, because this is where everything changes. The unit is being sold as is, in parts or repair condition. It does not power on. Further diagnosis is required. Some components may be missing. Cosmetically, it is described as average, but mechanically, it is an unknown. This is not a truck you drive off the lot. This is a truck you rebuild, diagnose, or strip for value. Now for a summary of the pros. The truck has the legendary Caterpillar 3406 engine platform, which is in high demand when working. The 15-speed manual provides premium control for experienced operators. The spec sheet is strong, including the gross vehicle weight rating, axles, and suspension setup, and the entry price is extremely low for this class of truck. As for the cons, the truck does not start or power on, which is a major red flag. The mechanical condition is unknown, and it could require a full engine or electrical rebuild. There are potentially missing components, which adds cost and complexity. And this truck is not beginner-friendly. It requires technical knowledge or access to a mechanic. This is what is called a high-risk, high-variance asset. At $14,100, you are not paying for a working truck. You are paying for the potential value of the components and the upside if the restoration is successful. Here is how the math works. If repair costs stay controlled, you win big. You end up with a powerful $379 at a fraction of market value. But if the issues stack up, such as an engine rebuild, wiring problems, or missing parts, the costs can quickly exceed the value of a running unit. This pricing is designed to attract mechanics, rebuilders, and experienced buyers who know how to calculate risk versus return. This truck is ideal for diesel mechanics or workshop owners who are looking for a rebuild project. It is also ideal for buyers who are sourcing parts like the engine, transmission, and axles for other trucks. And it suits experienced owner-operators who understand repair economics. This truck is not ideal for first-time buyers or anyone who needs a truck for immediate work. It is also not a good fit for buyers without access to diagnostic tools or repair infrastructure. This is not a truck you buy with emotion. It is one you buy with a calculator. If you know what you are doing, this could turn into a serious profit or a powerful rig. If you do not, it could sit in your yard longer than you expect. So here is the real question: would you take the risk for the reward? 2016 Peterbilt 389 with a 60-inch sleeper and a Cummins ISX-15 engine. This is where things shift into modern territory. You still get that same iconic Peterbilt DNA, but with upgraded comfort, better electronics, and a drivetrain built for long-haul consistency. At just $20,100, the question is not whether the truck is attractive. The question is whether it is still worth it after more than 28,000 hours of use. Let us walk through the features and the real-world condition. We will start with performance. Under the hood, you have a Cummins ISX-15 engine producing around 550 horsepower with 28,130 hours of runtime. That is not new, but it is not at the end either. Now for a mechanical condition check. The engine starts and runs well through all operations. The cooling, fuel, and exhaust systems are all functional. The transmission and clutch are operational. The truck moves forward and reverse without hesitation. There is minor oil residue consistent with age and use, but nothing indicating active failure. Moving on to the chassis. The suspension, brakes, and parking brake are all fully functional. The tire tread ranges from 7/32 to 17/32 of an inch. That means there is solid usable life remaining. The frame is in good condition overall. Cosmetic wear includes light dings, scrapes, and fading paint. Here is what is important. Mechanically, this truck is still work-ready, even if it is cosmetically aged. Inside the cab is where this truck starts to separate itself. It has a 60-inch double bunk sleeper, which is built for long-haul comfort. The air ride seats reduce fatigue on long routes. It has a touchscreen infotainment system with Bluetooth, USB, auxiliary input, and XM radio. The cruise control, engine brake, and interaxle lock are all functional. The air conditioning blows cold and the heat works properly. The gauges, odometer, and warning systems are fully operational. There are also rear work lights for night operations. This is a driver-focused spec, not just a workhorse. Now for a summary of the pros. The truck has a strong and proven Cummins ISX-15 platform. It has a high-spec interior with modern tech integration. The tire condition is excellent compared to many used units. The core systems, including the engine, drivetrain, and electronics, are fully operational, and it offers a comfortable long-haul sleeper configuration. As for the cons, the engine hours are high at more than 28,000, which means long-term wear is a consideration. There is cosmetic aging, including scrapes, fading paint, and minor dents, and this is not a fresh fleet truck. It is a used work asset, not a showroom unit. At $20,100, this truck sits in a very strategic zone. It is not cheap enough to be a project gamble, and it is not expensive enough to be a premium fleet replacement. Instead, it lands in what the market calls a working middle-tier value bracket. Here is how buyers interpret this. The engine hours suggest discounted pricing compared to newer 389s. The fully functional systems reduce immediate repair risk. The interior tech and comfort features increase perceived value, so the buyer mentally balances it like this. I am accepting wear in exchange for a fully usable modern-spec truck at a lower entry cost. This truck is ideal for owner-operators who want a modern Peterbilt without paying $60,000 to $120,000 or more. It is also great for long-haul drivers who prioritize comfort and drivability, and it works for small fleet operators who are looking for a ready-to-work unit with predictable maintenance. This truck is not ideal for buyers who expect low-hour, near-new condition. It is also not a good fit for investors who want to flip trucks quickly without factoring in maintenance cycles. And it is not for first-time buyers who are unfamiliar with high-hour diesel management. This is the definition of a balanced risk truck. It is not perfect, it is not broken, it is simply used the way trucks are meant to be used, on the road, not in storage. So the real decision is simple. Do you value a lower entry cost and proven usability, or do you pay more for lower hours and cleaner condition? Drop your answer in the comments. This rig is a 2008 Kenworth W900 with a Caterpillar C15 Acert engine and a sleeper cab. This is the kind of listing that stops you for a second, because at just $9,200 it almost feels too cheap for what it used to be. But here is the truth. This is not a ready truck. This is a diagnosis, a gamble, and possibly a rebuild opportunity all in one. Let us start with the features and what the spec sheet promises. On paper, this is still a serious heavy-duty platform. It has a Caterpillar C15 Acert engine producing around 500 horsepower. It has an 18-speed Eaton Fuller RTOC transmission, which is built for heavy hauling control. It has a tandem axle setup with a 50,000-pound gross vehicle weight rating. It has air ride suspension for load stability. And it has an air slide fifth wheel plus a differential lock for traction and load flexibility. The comfort and driver features are still here too. It has a 60-inch sleeper cab. It includes cruise control and an engine brake. It has an air ride seat for reduced fatigue. It has power windows and locks. It has dual fuel tanks. It has aluminum wheels and rear fenders. It has air conditioning and heat, and it has work lights for night operations. On paper, this is still a fully equipped long-haul rig. Now let us do a reality check with the condition breakdown, because this is where the story changes completely. The unit does not power on. There is a possible electrical system failure and diagnosis is required. The truck is sold strictly in parts or repair condition. The airline connections, also known as glad hands, have been removed. The unit may be missing additional components. The cosmetic condition is described as average, but that is secondary. Here is what this means. This truck is not currently operational. You are not buying a truck. You are buying a problem that may or may not be solvable at low cost. Now for a summary of the pros. The truck has the legendary Caterpillar C15 Acert engine platform. When functional, this engine is highly valuable. It has a strong spec configuration, including the 18-speed transmission, air ride, dual tanks, and differential lock. It has the classic Kenworth W900 design, which is in high demand in the used market, and the entry price point is extremely low. As for the cons, the truck does not start or power on, which is a major unknown. Electrical system issues are likely present. There are missing components and removed air connections. There is a high probability of hidden repair costs, and the truck is not road-ready in any form. At $9,200, this is not priced as transportation. It is priced as risk exposure. This is what the market calls a distressed asset entry point. Here is how buyers interpret this. In the worst-case scenario, it becomes a parts donor or a scrap value recovery project. In the best-case scenario, you invest in repairs and unlock a working truck worth $25,000 to $40,000. In the middle scenario, you are looking at a partial rebuild with limited return on investment. That spread is exactly why the price is so low. It forces buyers to mentally run a risk versus reward calculation before even considering a purchase. This truck is only suitable for experienced diesel mechanics or rebuilders. It is also suitable for buyers with access to full diagnostic and repair facilities. It can work for parts harvesters who are looking for C15 Acert or W900 components, and it may suit high-risk investors in equipment flips. This truck is not suitable for first-time truck buyers. It is not suitable for owner-operators who need immediate revenue generation. And it is not suitable for anyone without deep repair experience or budget flexibility. This is the definition of a high-risk opportunity vehicle. It is cheap enough to tempt you but complex enough to punish mistakes. If you get it right, you win big. If you get it wrong, it becomes an expensive lesson sitting in a yard. So the real question is simple. Would you take the gamble at $9,200 knowing what you are walking into? Which truck actually makes sense? Now that we have broken all 5 trucks down, let us step back and look at the bigger picture. This is where most buyers either make money or make expensive mistakes. First, the Kenworth W900L. This is the classic workhorse with manageable wear. It runs, it drives, and everything important is operational. But it does need attention on the brakes, interior wear, and minor mechanical aging. It is best for buyers who want a solid classic truck with visible negotiation leverage. Next, the 2007 Peterbilt 379. This is a functional, respected platform with a known issue, which is the turbo leak. But otherwise, it has strong mechanical behavior. It is best for operators who want a working 379 at a discounted price with fixable issues. Then we have the 2016 Peterbilt 389. This is the balanced modern option. It has high hours, but it is fully functional with strong comfort, tech, and road readiness. It is best for owner-operators who want a modern, reliable truck at mid-range pricing. Finally, the 2008 Kenworth W900. This is the cheapest entry point, but it is also the biggest gamble. It does not power on, it may be missing parts, and it requires full diagnosis. It is best for experienced rebuilders or parts buyers who are looking for high-risk, low-entry speculation. Final takeaway. So here is the real breakdown. One truck is ready to work with wear, one is working but needs a repair, one is a known rebuild risk, one is modern and balanced, and one is a full gamble at a bargain price. In trucking, the question is never just which truck looks best. It is always which risk level are you actually buying into. Drop your pick in the comments: safe and steady, balanced and usable, or high-risk, high-reward rebuild. Because every choice here comes with a very different outcome.